Okay, try it, buddy. Try it. Tell me if you like it. David and Absalom. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's why I told you to try one. In all Israel, there was no handsomer man than Absalom, the king's favorite son. From the sole of his foot to the crown of his head, there was no blemish in him. He cut his hair. Oh, dude. I will spank you next time, Zeke. He cut his hair every year when it became too heavy for his head, and his hair weighed 200 shekels on the king's scales. And King David loved Absalom very dearly. Absalom had chariots and horses, and 50 men to attend him. He would rise early in the morning and wait at the gate near the place of judgment. And if anybody came with a case to lay before the king, Absalom would call unto him and ask where he came from. If the man said that he was an Israelite, Absalom would say, "You are certainly in the right, but there is nobody here to represent you. If I were judge, any man could come to me with his cause, and I would do him justice. If any man came to bow down to Absalom, he would have none of it, but took him by the hand and kissed him." And so Absalom stole the hearts of men of Israel. One day he said to the king, "Let me go to Hebron to fulfill a vow which I made to the Lord while I was in Syria." King David said, "Go in peace." So Absalom went to Hebron and set spies throughout all the tribes of Israel, saying, "As soon as you hear the sound of a trumpet, then you must proclaim that Absalom rules in Hebron." Absalom had with him 200 men from Jerusalem who knew nothing of the conspiracy, and more people turned to Absalom. Then a messenger came to David and warned him, and he said to all his servants, "We must flee, or otherwise we shall not be able to escape from Absalom." So he fled from Jerusalem with all his household, but the ark of the Lord and Zadok the priest remained in the city. So there was war between David and his son Absalom. David divided his army in 3 parts, and he was prepared to go forth with it. But his people said, "You must not go forth, for nobody cares about us except you. You are worth 10,000 of us, so it is better that you should lead as far inside the city." David said, "I will do whatever you think best." He stood by the gate, and the people came out by the hundreds and thousands. He spoke to the commandments of Joab and Abishai and Attai, and said, "Deal greatly for my sake with the young man Absalom." And all the people heard what he said about Absalom. A great battle was fought in the wood of Ephraim, and the people of Israel were defeated by the armies of David, and 20,000 men were killed. Ooh. David and Absalom. So David's son is doing him dirty. You know why?
Because he killed the sheep.
No, because David did Uriah dirty. So his son grew up to hate him, and God's going to make him chase him and know what loss is all about.